Newton in 4. Edmiston goes from lane 5. Kyle Vander Kuyp, the Olympic finalist, World Championships finalist in 6. Jon Morrison 7. Martin Barrow in 8. And Temmo in lane 9. And there he is, KVK, Kyle Vander Kuyp. Personal best of 13.29 seconds. 13.32 his best from last season. Bronze medalist at the World Junior Championships in 1990. Finalist in Atlanta.
Away this time, and Vander Kuyp again quite well in the centre. In fact, over the second flight, he clears out for them, Kyle Vander Kuyp. He goes to the fourth flight now, well cleared, 2 or 3 metres in front of the runner on his outside, Morrison. And Kyle Vander Kuyp is careering away for a big win. Second placing's tight. Edmiston has got there, I think, in front of Morrison, but it was all Kyle Vander Kuyp in 13.60.
He waves to the crowd. He'll be pretty happy with that. It was a good win. Good win. Getting those two words confused. A good start for him.
You're right on the win too, I think, David. It's just over the illegal limit, I think.
Yeah, plus 2.4. He had a windy run in Perth, but I think the wind conditions today here would be more suited for him. They tend to push you onto the hurdles, but he was well controlled today. Morrison smacked that one, allowing Edmiston to get through. Good battle for second and third, but no problems about picking the winner. Kyle Vander Kuyp very tight for second, perhaps Edmiston from Morrison as we go front on with Vander Kuyp.
He looks a bit bigger than I've seen him before. He may have been pumping some weights over the summer. He just seems to have bulked up a bit more, which is obviously important. We mentioned earlier about if you're going to knock a few hurdles, if you can clip them and be strong enough to get over them, you'll hold your rhythm.
Of course, Alan Johnson, the Olympic champion from Atlanta, just about smacked every hurdle over to win there. Vander Kuyp pretty clean, and I think Amanda DePetch will be pretty happy with that run.
Kyle Vander Kuyp, you've owned this event for half a decade. Looks like nothing's changed.
No, that was all right today. 13.60. I was hoping for a bit faster, but the tailwind again pushes you on top of the hurdles. It's hard to get going, but it's slowly chipping off each race.
What about your training leading up to the Optus Series? You know, has it been a little bit different this year? Are you going for a different tact?
I'm training a little bit harder. I wanted to get in some harder weights and get a bit stronger, so I've been pretty hard in the gym. That's what we're coming out of now, so it's a bit hard to get going after doing sort of heavy stuff before Christmas, and it's going to be a slow build-up. I'm aiming for Worlds later in the year, so it's a slow build-up to there.
And what about the conditions today? With the wind, you know, like any effect for you really at all?
With the hurdles, if it's a big tailwind, we actually get pushed on top of the hurdles, so it mucks your technique up a bit. So the wind gets in this track and sort of swirls, so it's a bit hard, but it was all right.
Kyle Vander Kuyp, congratulations, on fire at the Sydney Grand Prix.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, good run there for Kyle Vander Kuyp, well under the World Championships A standard, just outside the AA, which would get him virtually automatic selection, but I think he'll be in the team anyway, KVK. 13.59 today, Edmiston in second to 14.25, and Jon Morrison in third place, 14.28, as we go through the result there for the men's 110-metre hurdles, but Kyle Vander Kuyp, a clear winner from Paul Edmiston. Well, it was a good run there for Kyle Vander Kuyp. I'm sure he'll be fairly happy with that, and he's been a star of the show here in Australia for a couple of years. Terry Kennedy's got this profile on Australia's best high hurdler.
Kyle Vander Kuyp appears to have it all. The looks, the image, the speed, but most of all the talent. All of the above have made him one of the true shining lights of the Australian track and field scene. The high hurdles hold no fear for Kyle. In fact, he loves the event. The challenge.
It's very exciting to do, and it's very exciting to train for. I think that's what's kept me going. I love doing it.
Kyle's career peaked by making the Olympic final in Atlanta, a medal performance in itself. Last week in Perth, chalking up another victory.
It's a good opening run, and it makes you have to work harder, so first race of the year, I'm happy with that.
He covered the hurdles in 13.65 seconds. Kyle knows he can improve on that, and to keep him sharp over the domestic season, two of the best in the high hurdle business will challenge the 25-year-old, Roger Kingdom and Jack Pearce.
Vander Kuyp is going for one, and he's going to do it! He's beaten Jack Pearce!
definitely making me focus. It's a bit of pressure, not what I expected this time of the year. I wanted to train right through the season, and I said to the coach, let me train hard now, but with these guys coming, we're going to have to soften up a bit and get ready. But that, I can only learn from running against them.
After the domestic season, Vander Kuyp will now focus on a World Championship gold medal in August.
Well, we look forward to seeing Vander Kuyp in action later in the season. Roger Kingdom and Jack Pearce, certainly plenty of opposition for Vander Kuyp. Now here's a race